everyone, welcome in today as number 2 Penn State takes on number 3 Ohio State in what promises to be a fantastic game and maybe one of the best games we've ever had on this channel. This is going to be for basically all the marbles in the East and give us a shot at probably USC in the West, and I do believe the winner of this has pretty much an almost certain path to the college football playoff. We'll see though, USC could surprise somebody. Penn State started this game off with the ball and Singleton's been on the move, and so has this offense. We're out to about the 42-yard line on 2nd and 8. Pribula pulls it, and look at this run by our quarterback. He breaks that tackle, and then he's fighting ahead, getting us a first down. That's a 19-yard carry as he crosses midfield and takes that ball down to the 39-yard line. Singleton follows that up with a 7-yard rush for himself. Penn State's determined to knock off Ohio State today. This is our path to the title, and we want to win a title. I've got to say, though, bringing this back to real life for a minute here, I'm really disappointed that this game isn't an annual game for the Big Ten. I just don't understand why you wouldn't protect Ohio State, Penn State. And how does Penn State end up not having any annual rivalry games? That just doesn't make sense to me. I feel like it was a big miss by the Big Ten, but oh well, I guess. I don't have any control in that. I'm sure they'll try to keep it on the schedule as often as possible, though. Singleton took that carry for 4 yards, setting up a 2nd and 6, and we go straight back to him. He only lost 2. I thought it was going to be worse than that, bringing up a 3rd and 8. Now in the pistol formations, Pribula looking to pass it, standing in the pocket, and he goes down. They end up sacking him for a 3-yard loss, and then we don't hit the field goal, I guess. We missed it. That's going to make it still a 0-0 game, and we get the ball back. Luckily, Ohio State didn't score. I hate to see our kicker possibly screw us over in such a big game. Tyler Warren makes that reception, though, and he took that for 5 yards. That's a solid gain on first down. We go back to the passing game, and Pribula's feeling pressure straight up the middle. He ends up going down for an 8-yard loss. That was a great play by their D tackle. Now it's 3rd and 13, and Pribula's going to fire that one up, and Saunders comes down with it. That's a first down and a 22-yard gain for Penn State. I feel all the pressure in the world to try to get a touchdown on this drive. I feel like you have to get up early, but look at that throw. That was almost intercepted by Denzel Burke. Great play by that young player. Singleton gets the carry, though, on 2nd down. He only picks up 3, and we're stuck at another 3rd and long. That's a bad situation to be in. We run play action off of Singleton, and then Pribula barely gets that pass off as he gets hit, and Saunders somehow comes down with that. What a play. Look at that. He was hit and barely got that ball out, and then Saunders somehow caught that in triple coverage. That was just such a lucky play. 1st and goal now, and Pribula's looking to pass that one to the end zone, and there he is with Lambert Smith running his patented goal line fade for a touchdown. What a beautiful play that was from Keandre Lambert Smith. That's going to go ahead and put Penn State up 7-0 early over Ohio State, and I feel like that's the only way you can beat them is maybe getting up early, and once again their offense can't answer. They've been dead in the water in the first quarter so far today. Pribula pulls that one, picks up a few yards as the first quarter comes to an end. It's 7-0 Penn State, and I still can't believe that was such a beautiful catch and throw from both Pribula and Keandre Lambert Smith. Let's get this second half underway with a carry to Nick Singleton, and he's going to take that for 3, setting us up with a 3rd and 3. Pribula's looking to pass it. Katron Allen checked into the game on this play. Tyler Warren gets that one underneath, and he gains 5, and just enough for a fresh set of downs. We go to Katron Allen on the next play, and he takes that carry up the middle and breaks the first tackle, and then picks up 8. That was a pretty tough run from Katron Allen. Pribula throws that one on 2nd down, and that one was almost picked off by J.K. Johnson. Luckily, he couldn't hold on to that one. Katron Allen on 3rd down, picking up 2, setting up a 4th and inches, and we do go for it as you should. Allen gets the first down with a 2-yard rush. That's exactly what we needed. Let's get up big early on Ohio State today. Pribula looking to pass this one. He stands in the pocket and then throws it in the coverage, and once again J.K. Johnson could have picked that off. So we go to Katron Allen on the next play, hoping to keep the ball out of harm's way, and he picks up 5. I think on 3rd and 5 we should probably run it, but Pribula decides to throw it, and Katron Allen couldn't hold on to that check down. We end up not getting any points on this drive and punting the ball back to Ohio State. And then of course this time they get hot and they're moving the ball down the field pretty well. Travion Henderson and Kyle McCord have both done a great job, and then they get into the end zone on a rush by Kyle McCord, tying this game up at 7. Let's see if we can answer as Pribula's dropping back to pass it on 1st down. I think we're a little too pass happy early in this game, and look at that. It gets picked off by J.K. Johnson. Ohio State's going to get the ball back quick. He finally held on to one. We tested him one too many times. This could put us in a hole early, which is terrible. That's exactly what I wanted to avoid against such a talented talented team, and that is what ends up happening, as that is a touchdown by Marvin Harrison Jr., and Penn State is down 14-7 to Ohio State. As Singleton takes that pitch and only picks up 2, that play was well defended. Pribula in the pistol looking to pass, and he has Tyler Warren down the seam. He made the catch, and then he fumbled it, and Martinez recovers that. That is going to be a big return for Ohio State as well. They take that to the 43-yard line or so. That's 2 turnovers on our last 2 drives. Ohio State can now take and extend their lead prior to halftime, and that's exactly what they do. With 52 seconds left in the half, it's 21-7 Ohio State. So Penn State's forced into having to try to get some points on the board before halftime just to stay in this one. Pribula's on the move, and he threw it out there to DeWalt on Dijo at the last second. He's going to pick up the first down on a 12-yard reception, and he gets out of bounds, which is key for Penn State. Pribula looking to pass it once again, standing in that pocket for a while, and then he threw it deep. He doesn't have the arm strength to hit that one to DeWalt on Dijo, so that's an incompletion. Luckily, not an interception on that play. Pribula on second down, still standing in the pocket. He fires that one to an open Lambert Smith, and that's a first down on a 12-yard gain. Number 12 almost got back to pick that pass off as well. Pribula in the pocket finds Tyler Warren, who beat his man and boxed him out. That's a 19-yard reception. We're down to 20 seconds, trying to answer quick. Pribula goes up towards the end zone, and that's Wallace the third at the 13-yard line. I thought that was going to the end zone. I misread that play. Pribula in the pocket with 12 seconds left. He threw it to DeWalt on Dijo, however, he couldn't hold on in the end zone. So we have 11 seconds left to try to get into the end zone as Pribula is standing in the pocket, passing that one. He finds Wallace the third, and that's a touchdown. We get ourselves a score back quick before halftime, making this one a 21-13 game, and then we do not hit the extra point, so that's 2 missed kicks today, as we are heading into halftime trailing 21-13. I somehow forgot to look at stats right away, and Ohio State got the ball. They have been moving on this drive, and then on third down they couldn't convert it. Pribula pulls it on our first play of the next drive, and he is going to take that for a 6-yard carry. That's a pretty good play to open up the second half for our team. We need to get a touchdown and get that 2-point conversion and tie this one up quick, in my opinion. Singleton gets a carry. He only picked up 1 on that play. They bottled that up well. Pribula on 3rd and 2 is going to pass it instead of run it, and we find Wallace the third. That's a first down, and then he breaks the first tackle and takes it out to the 42-yard line. However, there's a flag. It's clipping, so that's all going to come back on us. That's just frustrating. Keandre Lambert Smith was guilty of that, setting up a 3rd and 3, and Pribula pulls it on the read option, and we still get the first down. It didn't matter. We only picked up 9 on that one, though. Still would have loved to get that completion to count instead of having that block in the back by Keandre Lambert Smith, but Pribula is able to get it for us. On first down, though, he fires it up to DeWalt on Dijo. Cameron Martinez broke that play up. Luckily, that wasn't also another turnover. On 2nd and 10, Pribula checks it down to Liam Clifford, and he cuts inside and breaks a tackle. That was a nice play by the young man. That's Sean Clifford's younger brother, and he took that for a big play at receiver. On the next play, though, Pribula gets sacked, and we lose 8 yards. Plays like that are drive killers. It's now 2nd and 18 following that big loss. Pribula's on the move out to the right, and he finds DeWalt on Dijo on the out route. He ends up picking up 11 yards on that play, bringing up a 3rd and 7. We're forced into having to pass in again, but Ohio State brought pressure, and DeWalt on Dijo opened up quick underneath. He was able to pick up 9 and another Nittany Lion first down. Pribula again feeling the pressure from an Ohio State blitz, finds Lambert Smith. We tried to step back, however that didn't work. He ended up on his butt. Now on first down, Pribula hands it to Katron Allen, who has a crease up the middle. He's going to end up picking up 8 yards. That was a solid run on the counter. He was able to cut that back, and he had great vision on that play. Pribula's rolling out to the right, and then he decides at the last second to tuck it and run it in. We are going to get this back to a 21-19 game, and that's going to set us up in having to convert a 2-point conversion to hopefully tie it up, as Pribula does pass it here for the 2-point conversion. It ends up going to the end zone, but it's broken up. Keandre Lambert Smith couldn't come down with it. It's a 21-19 game right now here late in the 3rd quarter. Ohio State has the ball, and they are moving pretty well. However, we do stop them and get the ball back. Pribula looking to throw a screen, and that was almost intercepted by J.K. Johnson once again, bringing up a 2nd and 10. Pribula standing in the pocket here. He finds Lambert Smith open. However, he couldn't hold on after taking that big hit. So on 3rd down, Pribula again's moving to the right. He's looking to throw it deep, and he gets hit. Luckily, that was just swatted down. That probably should have been intercepted. So luckily for us, he just went for the swat. Ohio State gets the ball back, and once again, it looks like they're marching down the field. Hopefully, we can hold them to maybe just a field goal. That'd be best case scenario, but it looks like we're not going to be able to do that. And they do get in, going up 28-19 with 6:43 left in this game. Penn State takes back over. Pribula looking to pass it. He finds Wallace III, who breaks a tackle, and that's going to turn into a pretty big play. That's a 16-yard reception, and that's a first down for Penn State. So Pribula is going to go ahead and pass it on 1st and 10. He's moving to his left this time. He hasn't been near as accurate over here. And then he gets hit just as he releases it. I thought for a second that was going to be a fumble. Luckily for us, they called it an incomplete pass. Pribula again moving to his left on 2nd down, feeling the pressure. This time he's able to barely get it out there to DeWalt Ondijo, and he will pick up the first down and more. That is a great reception. He takes that across the 40-yard line down to about the 36-yard line and a 23-yard pickup. We go and Pribula pulls it on the read option. However, that play was blown up. He had no shot. It's now 2nd and 12, and Pribula is looking to pass this one. He has nobody in the backfield, and he finds a wide open DeWalt Ondijo, who takes that down to the 16-yard line for a 22-yard gain, setting up a 1st and goal with 5 minutes left in this game. Pribula is pulling to the right again. He throws that one incomplete. He was looking for Tyler Warren. He just couldn't get it off accurately. It's now 2nd down, and Pribula pulls it on a read option, and he has a gap right up the middle. Can he get into the end zone? No. However, he does pick up 11. He gets taken down at the 5-yard line. And then we run an RPO, and Singleton gets the carry, and look at that spin move, and he goes in for 6. We make this 28-25 pending the extra point. I say here we might want to go for 2. That was my thought, but James Franklin went for 1, making it a 28-16 game. We are down by 1 score with Ohio State driving once again. Hopefully we can hold him out of the end zone, and we do, as we either get a turnover or stop him. Pribula pulls that for a negative 1-yard rush on 1st down. There's 3:10 left in this game, and we need to get at least a field goal, which has not been a given today, so I'd prefer to get into the end zone as Tyler Warren catches that one for 19 yards. He has been clutch lately. Pribula on 1st down, once again, gonna pass it. He gets hit and goes down. I hate that he took a sack there. That's worst case scenario. So now we need to pick up 19 yards, and Pribula's looking to pass it, and he gets it to Wallace III, who picks up almost all of that 19 yards. That's 16 yards, setting up a 3rd and 4. Pribula finds DeWalt Ondijo on 3rd down. That's a first down, and he spun out of that first tackle. However, he didn't get anything extra out of that, so that's a 10-yard reception. And then Pribula again goes down. That's a 6-yard loss on that sack. We are down to 1:18 left in this game, and Pribula is going to throw that deep to Tyler Warren, and he gets the completion, and then Warren breaks the tackle, but I can't get him going back up towards the end zone before he steps out of bounds. Pribula is going to pass it, and he finds DeWalt Ondijo this time, and he breaks that tackle, and he ends up going down at the 3-yard line. That's a 24-yard gain with 45 seconds left in this one. We are set up to win this game. Pribula pulls it on the triple option. He ends up losing 2 on that play. So it's 2nd and goal with 37 seconds left. Pribula pulls that read option, and he walks in. Touchdown, Penn State. We're going to go up 32-28. We take a lead with 34 seconds left. Hopefully that's enough time to hold off Ohio State, as we are going to go for 2, and Pribula is standing in the pocket. He ends up throwing that up, and that's picked off by Burke. He takes that out of the end zone, but we get him down before he can take it back. There is a flag on that play, however. They call clipping on the return, so even if he'd have taken it back, that wouldn't have counted. So it is now 32-28 with 27 seconds left. Let's see if we can hold Ohio State out of the end zone. 1st down, nothing. 2nd down, 15 yards. Then they take a sack, so this will probably be the last play of the game right here, and it does not get into the end zone. We hold on to get a victory today. Penn State knocks off Ohio State. This will likely catapult us up to number 1 if I had to guess. We beat a rival school, and we got a huge win today. I am so happy to see us beat Ohio State. I think we just wrapped up the Big Ten East, so we are setting ourselves up to play USC for a conference championship game. Bo Pribula was fantastic today. 24-37, 397 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 pick still, and a 64% completion percentage. He did take 5 sacks. I'd like to see that get cleaned up. Our ground game really didn't get as many carries as they probably should have. Pribula, I think, had too many hits in this one. Walt Ondijo led us with 7 catches for 111 yards. Tyler Warren checked in with 6 for 96 as well. He's really come on strong late in this season, and I'm very happy to see that. We need players to step up and hopefully, like I said, lead us to the natty. That's always the goal. Our defense played well against Ohio State as well, especially in the first quarter when they shut them out. I was worried that they would be able to get off to a quick start and then we were going to play catch up all day. But luckily, that's not what happened. As we take a look at the Heisman standings, Caleb Williams moves into the number 1 spot, and he is currently the Heisman winner in real life, so he'd be the reigning Heisman champion coming into this. Blake Corum, Jahmyr Gibbs, and Trayshawn Ward are your top 4, followed by Courtney Reese at number 5. And just like I predicted, we move into the number 1 spot with that victory. We still have one less win than USC. However, we just beat the number 3 team in the nation, and that's such an impressive victory. Washington, Florida State, and Alabama round out your top 5. And as you're scrolling through looking at this, there's a lot of strong teams at the top. So now I really do feel like we have to win our conference in order to be able to get into the college football playoff. But if we could see maybe some upsets, then it wouldn't matter as much. But I don't know. It's a lot of good teams with just one loss. And if somehow they all manage to stay at one loss and win their conference, we're in trouble. So let's just take care of business and win our conference and not have to worry about it. As we look at teams that dropped out, nobody did. It's basically the same poll at the end. It was not a big week for upsets. Next week, we're taking on Purdue. They are surprisingly 6-3. However, they are not a very good team. So we should be able to beat them. I'm not that concerned about this one. I think they could maybe be a little bit tricky, but I'm pretty sure we'll be able to get the victory. And I think it could even be a little bit of a blowout. They're just not very good on defense. As we take a look at our schedule that we have remaining, it's Purdue and then a bad Indiana team, and then Michigan State, who's 4-5. They might also be a little bit tricky. So I think we have a pretty good path to go undefeated into the conference championship game. Like I said, we might have to win it to get in though, because there's a lot of good teams right now. But let's take care of business against Purdue next week. I also want to say, if you heard a little bit of background noise in this video, it was because we've had pretty good thunderstorms going on all day here in Florida. So as I'm recording this, it's kind of a little loud outside, so you might hear a little bit of storms. Thank you for watching though. Please like and subscribe and have a great day. I'm out.
And sometimes you just gotta believe there's something that'll give you relief. There's something that'll have what you need, what you need. We're broken, it's tragic, we're not all elastic, but maybe there's magic. Believe you could have it.